And good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Mr. Kasarian, and welcome to another episode of Modded Minecraft. Alright, so what are we doing today? We're fixing something, alright? You hear that? That? Down there? Yeah, that. Okay. Glad you all can hear it too. Just double checking. That's irritating, alright? And I'm kind of done with it, alright? And I think you guys are just as done with it as I am, to be honest with you. So, let's do some of this. Let's get ourselves a piece of redstone and a note block. Am I going to drown it out? No. No, I'm not. What I'm going to do is I'm going to create an item called a noise muffler. Alright? I'm just going to go like this. Sound muffler. Alright? This will do exactly what it sounds like. And I hope. And it doesn't. Oh, good. There we go. Blessed peace and quiet from that thing. Whew. Okay, we're good. We are good. And good, it doesn't reach over here. It gets a little weird when I can't hear anything whatsoever. I wonder if it reaches over here. No, it doesn't. Okay, so we got a couple more things we're going to craft today. Alright, the first thing is, let's put that there. Let's go like this, and like that. Why am I getting 2 more Yeta wrenches? Well, that's a pretty good question, actually. And if you guys know what I'm doing, you'll understand exactly why. So I decided not to use those mod item sinks, the existing item filters in the Tinker's Construct and the Rika's Mods chest, alright? What I'm going to use instead is something called a mod item filter, alright? Now that's Rika. So let's go like this. Let's go to Insert, Mod Item Filter, Priority 2. And what we're going to tell this thing, let's go to Shaft Unit, we're going to tell this thing that Rotary Craft goes in, and that we're going to also find something, there we go, and also that Electrocraft goes in here, okay? Nice and easy, right? Right. Okay, and then on this one, we're going to go to Insert, Priority 2, and we're going to tell this thing that, what goes in here? Well, this is Tinker's Construct, and we're also going to put Ender IO in there as well. So we're going to say Tcon and Ender IO will go in there. Alright, nice and easy. The other thing we're going to do now also, because I realized this could screw this whole thing up, is just double check, and we'll set this up to 3, okay? And we're also going to... Okay, good. We don't have the aluminum from Electrocraft set to that machine. Awesome. That's what I was kind of worried about and kind of thankful did not happen. Blessed peace and quiet. Those things are really... That's actually, I don't think the engines... I actually think that's the shafts that you're hearing when that happens. So, if we drop this in, and 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 we go over here, and we get out that... and this, and that, and this, and this, and this. And I know what happened here. Okay, it drops. Put that back in there, and I think... I just... Yeah, I'm going to have to use my wrench. Alright. If I just get in there... I snapshot now. Yeah, okay, good. Alright. The nice thing about this is that instead of it being based on what's currently in the chest, you can base it on what was in the chest when you snapshotted it. So that's useful. Alright, so now that that's taken care of, let's get started on something just a little bit different, alright? I want to upgrade this because I like to mine. I go mining a lot, alright? And... it's actually one of my favorite parts of Minecraft, oddly enough. I know that's kind of weird for some people, but I like mining. I even like doing it manually, actually. But the thing I don't like is having to run back and forth. And what I've been doing so far is I've been using these hardened strong boxes from Thermal Expansion. And I've just been dumping all my items in, shift right-clicking with my Yeta wrench to pull them up, and hauling them around with me. It works, but it's not the most effective way in the world to mine. Let's do something a little bit better, alright? So, what we're going to need to make is a... Ender chest. Not an Ender chest from vanilla Minecraft, which is kind of derpy, but an Ender chest from Ender Storage. So I'm going to need 4 blaze rods, and I don't know if I actually have any blaze rods right now. it would be anywhere, it's probably going to be in magical items. No, or mob drops. Alright, so I don't have any. So let me go to the nether, and I actually have a nether fortress out there that should work pretty well. So I'm going to go charging out there, hopefully not die, and I'll be back in a few minutes once I've gotten some blaze rods. Alright, see you in a bit. Alright guys, we are back. You can see I picked up some blaze rods, and let's take a look here. Alright, Ender's chest. We need 2 obsidian, ender pearl, and wool. Okay, we could do that. Alright, that. 2 obsidian. Mob drops. We get ourselves an ender pearl. Alright, so let's get ourselves a chest. 2 obsidian, an ender pearl, some wood, and some blaze rods. Alright, that gets ourselves an ender chest. Now, let's get rid of this thing. We can just drop our ender chest down right like that. There we go. Now, the cool thing about the ender chest is that you can have multiple different colors, and any 2 ender chests will be linked. So, if I colored this, say, red, white, white, with some red dye, which I don't have on me, it would be linked to any other chest that was red, white, white. And it would then share their inventory. So like the vanilla ender chest, except instead of being keyed to your character, it's actually keyed to your, it's keyed to the color combination. Now you can key it to both by right-clicking on the lock with a diamond. That'll key it to your character and any color combination that you choose. So it'll do both. So instead of having 1 channel, you can have 3 times the number of Minecraft colors, factorial, yeah, statistics, math. Okay, but the next thing we're going to make, and let's take care of this for a second. Let's do that, and that, and that, and we can just drop this in there. The second thing we're going to make is an ender pouch. Now, the ender pouch is pretty cool. If I turn off my caps lock for a second. Now I need 3 leather, 4 blaze. Okay, so leather. Do I have any leather? I do have 3 leather. Alright, so I got myself that. I got myself another chest, right? No, no chest. Just an ender pearl. And some blaze powder. And quick trick, if you want, you can chuck one of these in here, and you get 8 blaze powder instead of 6. Beautiful. Let's come back over to here. And so we go 1, 2, 3, 4. We put that there, or no, that there, and then we need the 3 leather and a piece of wool. 1 piece of wool, please. Okay, so now we should be, if I can figure out where I'm going, there we go. So now I get myself an ender pouch. Awesome. And this will go into here, as well as that. I'll put 1 there just to demonstrate. Now what we can do is, now watch the corner of my screen. See how when I open this, my ender chest opens? That's because their inventories are shared. Well, what does that mean? Well, that means if we drop items in here, they're going to get pulled out. Exactly as if we'd actually put those items into the chest itself. Now, you guys can obviously see what I like about this for mining, right? Okay, just double checking, making sure you guys saw that. All right, good. But yes, what this means is I don't have to worry about this, all right? Now, why... Did I actually use up that much stone? How much cobble? I just want to double check something. I want to make sure nothing's going someplace weird on me. No, no, no. Well, let's check. Okay, so we're down to 60, right? Let's drop another in here. Okay, good. Yep, it's going in there. All right. Just being a bit paranoid. Don't mind me. Okay, so the next thing we're going to work on are some power upgrades, all right? Now, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to come all the way back over to here. This is something I've actually been setting up for quite a while and just have never gotten around to doing. Okay, so we're going to make some double layer capacitors. Nope, wrong one. Double layer capacitors, okay? And what these do is if these are put in machines, they speed them up. And you can actually see increases energy storage and range. Okay. So if we come running back over here, I've already put a couple of them in some of my processing machines, okay? And I did that off camera because I was getting really sick and tired of waiting. So you can see that's running. Awesome. It's working. You can see these cost 60 RF per tick. What you can also do is you can put them in some other machines, like your Stirling generators, okay? So you can see burn rate times 1.5, okay? Ender Mini... Oh, Right. This is how everything's getting in, by the way. And let's just close that up. So I'm just going to throw these guys into here. All right. Now, what it does is it decreases the burn rate, but it also increases the amount of power they produce. All right. So it actually does increase efficiency by quite a bit. Now, the next thing we're going to do is that we're going to find a decent place. And I think I'm running out of room in here a little bit. I kind of am. All right. So this is an issue. Well, I can do this, I guess. Alright, so let's just knock out this wall a little bit. This is where actually having a hammer will come in handy. But I think I'll have to wait until another episode to do that. I need just a bit more cobalt. And I haven't been, you know, digging through the nether lately. Just remember this is here in the future when I start expanding stuff. So we're just digging out this little space in here. Right? Alright. So let's do this just to make it pretty. There we go. And there we go. Alright. So let's run back upstairs and let's grab another thing out of that table. Boink. Alright. So, what are we doing now? Well, we're kind of taking care of two things at the same time. I want to increase our efficiency, but I also want to increase our power. So, and get another resource that we'll need for the future. So, sand and brick at a crafting table gets you a coke oven bricks from Railcraft, alright? And these coke oven bricks are wicked useful. Basically what you do is you build it in a 3x3 that's hollow, alright? So, the bottom layer is 3x3, then 3x3 with a block missing, alright? So, let's just look at this, alright? So we do 3, but I will eat your soul. We'll go 3 by 3 by 3 with the center block missing. And then 3 by 3 on the top. Alright. And when you see the little window appear, that means you've successfully created your coke oven. Alright. So let's do this, and this, and this, and this. And I'm making 2 of them. And I leave the center block out in this sort of a space just so I can get access, easy access. And boom. Ah, look at that. I counted correctly the first time. And this gets you coke ovens. Alright? Now, the way coke ovens work is that you take coal, duh, and you put it in the coke oven. Alright? And what happens is that the coal, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes. And what'll happen is that the coal will actually be, you know, cooked. Where are you? Did I leave the door open again? I think I left the door open again. This stuff will end up getting cooked down, alright? And let's get some item conduits. I don't need energy conduits yet. Alright, good. We'll get cooked down into coal using no other fuel sources, alright? So what we'll do is back here, we're going to put one of these guys down, alright? Actually, first of all, let's do this. Let's put this down. And we'll actually put our... do I want to do it this way? Yeah, I kind of want to have this there, which means losing that. Oh good, you actually break properly. And we'll put this guy behind it, alright? And we'll say output, and let's flip this around here. Input and input, alright. And we want to alter this, always active, and we'll load our coal coke in. So as you can see, this is already cooking down with no further input from us, alright? And it's going to feed this up quite nicely. Nice. Very nice indeed. Now, we have something else we need to do, alright? Alright. So, what we're going to have happen is down here, okay? We're going to come out and across, and then over to here. So we're going to come out of here, across to here, up, over, over, over. Okay. And then what we're going to do is we're going to turn off all the connections we don't want. So, we're going to turn that guy off, that guy off. And he comes up. Do we have any other connections we don't want? I don't think we do. Right? That looks good? That looks good to me. And then what we're going to tell this guy is he's always active. Always active. And always active. Okay. So now, as this cooks down, if you notice, this takes a bloody long time to cook down. And we're also going to say active with, active with, active with, active with, active with, and active with signal. Okay. So now what should happen is this will get... Okay. Always active. Signal red, round robin disabled. Huh. Alright, it may want an output on the bottom then. That may be its issue. It may want its output to be always on the bottom no matter what. So, let's give it what it wants. Alright, so let's go to here, and then to here, and then we'll shift, left click with U, extract, always active, always active. Excuse me. Maybe it's not seeing any valid inventories. Oh, I see what happened here. Derp. Alright. Right, I forgot about this. Flip that, flip that, flip this, flip this, flip this, and flip this. We good? We good. Alright, so now these are going to automatically output into there. Alright, and you're just irritating me now. He's going to find me and he's going to kill me. Well, he found me. Didn't quite kill me. Alright, so now those are running. Ow. Ow. Right, because they aggro. They use the same code as the thingies. Okay. So now that that's active, alright, and these guys are going to fill up with coal coke, let's take a look at how we can further control this system. Sounds good, right? I think so. So we need to go back upstairs. And I'm running around in circles because I don't know what I'm doing. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to need something called conductive iron, okay? And that's going to take, let's say 9. And we're going to need some iron as well. And 9 of you. All right. And we're going to cook it up. And this I don't think takes too long to cook. I stand mistaken. All right. The other thing we're going to need is, I think it's called painting machine, alloy smelter. Those are the power monitor. All right. So it's just machine chassis, 6 electrical steel. Joy. All right. Well, let's get some of this. Chuck this in there. Oops. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's chuck this in here. I should really just start cooking up electrical steel way beforehand. What did we call this? Power monitor? Alright. There we go. Alright. So, conduit probe, you take even more electrical steel. Joy of joys. We're just going to get ourselves an entire thing of silicon. Alright, so this takes 6, and 2 is 8. Alright, so we need 8 of that, 8 of that, another 8 iron. Great. Alright, so why don't I actually come back to you guys once this is all done crafting. Yeah, alright, so this is gonna... Joy. Joy, joy, joy. Alright, well, we can at least Move this guy over, put him here, open this up. 1, 2, 3. There we go. That should run. We're in alloys only. So let me come back once all of this stuff is finished and crafted, which shouldn't take me... should probably finally fix this a little bit, which shouldn't take me too long. So I'll be back in a few minutes. Alright guys, let's get this started. The first thing we're going to do is we need to get ourselves one of these conduit probes. Alright. We'll go with this, and actually while we're here, we might as well do something. Yeah, do something. Alright, that sounds like a plan. Let's see. Might as well get this. Might as well get that and that. And we'll do some sand. We'll also throw some coal in there too. Actually, let's reverse this. There we go. And let's grab some... just so I don't have to worry about this for the next billion years. Alright. So that's going to cook up. We're going to get ourselves one of these conduit probes. Alright. So, it should be down here. We're going to need a comparator, which I think I have a couple of those laying around. Yeah, I do. A comparator. 2 silicon. Alright. And some glass panes. And the last one is one of these insulated redstone conduits. So redstone alloy, which we already cooked up. Right down there. Awesome. And just some conduit binders. Okay, so we'll do that over here. We'll do that. And this gets us 8 of them. Alright, not too shabby. And then we just need some of this and some of this. Oh, we need an energy conduit up there. Alright, so that's what happened. Oh, we already have a bunch of those, right. Alright, so let's do that. And I just want to get some more glass out, because we're actually going to make 2 of these things. You know, because why not? And I just... that's conductive iron. What did I do? I derped. That's what I did. Oh, it's silicon and redstone. Durr. Derpity derpity durr. Alright, so let's grab this, and let's grab that, and let's grab some redstone, because I am a derp. We can hope that that cooks up just a little bit faster. Yeah, sort of, kind of, not really. Okay, so... that's there. Well, while we're waiting for that, we might as well get ourselves a double layer capacitor. Okay, so we just need 2 capacitors, right? Which means we need a bit more gold. We need 2 copper. Right? 2 copper. And we need 4 redstone. And let's do this. And let's do... that. Let's do that. We get this. And that with some coal dust and some of this stuff. Right? We need energetic alloy, which is glowstone, redstone, gold. Right. Alright, so 2 of that, 2 of that, and 2 of that. And let's drop this in there. And this should... So we have this, we have some more electrical steel, and that'll cook up eventually. Alright. So we should be able to at least get one of these now, right? Well, we need some more conduit binders. Which isn't an issue because we have plenty of conduit binders now. There we go. See? Plenty of conduit binders. Hehehe. And you thought I was going to get foiled again. There we go. And some redstone alloy gets us some insulated redstone conduits. Yay. Okay. So then we go like this. We get 2 of those. And we get ourselves a conduit probe. And let's do that. Okay. Conduit probe. Well, conduit probe basically... Probe mode, right-click on a conduit to display details about its network, copy-paste, shift-right-click to copy a conduit's bundles connection settings, right-click to paste them, mouse wheel or Y to change the mode. So I can set copy, I can look at this, I can... Item conduit has no external connections, that's great. I can say, boom, can receive items from, you know, that's pretty decent. We can look at our power conduits as well. There we go. I can look at my machine buffers, my capacitor storage, all that sort of stuff. Awesome. Now what we're going to do is we're going to turn this conduit probe into a power monitor. Displays details of power use and storage, can be used to emit redstone based on stored power levels. Must be attached to an Ender IO conduit. Awesome. What we're actually going to do with it, however, let's make sure we actually have some switch. Yes, we do. Okay, good. So we're going to drop down to here, and we're going to put this thing right there. Boom. Awesome. Okay, so let's hide any eye. I can see how much is stored in my conduits, how much is stored in my capacitors, how much is in my machine buffers. Okay. Average output and average input. Alright. Now, the problem with this thing is that it's not... Where I have it set right now isn't actually a great place to put it because it's not really connected to anything specific. Alright, so if we yank it, right, or it's connected to my output but nothing else. Now I think I can also connect it to this. Nope. Okay, so it has to be connected. Alright, fine. So, one of the issues we're going to run into now is that we have outputs coming out in kind of weird places. So let's tidy this system up just a little bit, alright? So we're going to come over to here, right? And then we're going to come down like this. And we're just going to remove this like this. Awesome. Now, we should be able to say... Let's make sure our machines are still actually getting power now. I think they still are. Yes, they are. Okay, good. I just want to make sure that that was still working properly. So let's connect our power monitor. We can actually put it right here. Because we don't really need to see the output flow. We only need to see the input flow and storage. Alright, so we have 45 million in the capacitor bank. What we can do is turn on the engine control. Alright. Emit signal when storage is less than 70%. Emit when it's greater than 99. So basically it gives us a range. Alright. The engines are going to be off if the capacitor is within 75 and 99%. Alright. So let's just connect some insulated redstone. And we are already out of it. Alright. Great. So we have to make just a bit more of that redstone conduit crap. Alright, so let's jump up to here. Let's come back over to here. You already hooked some more up? Yes, I did. Awesome. See? I can think ahead. Really. Alright, so let's do our redstone alloy. And let's do this. We get some insulated redstone conduit. Alright. Beautiful. Now, the insulated redstone conduit actually has Oh, gosh. What did I do to tick you off, buddy? Alright. Probably killed your friend a while back. Alright, so... Of course, it's probably your brother or something. So let's connect it like this. And then, let's turn off this connection. Alright. So now... Okay. North connection. Color red. Okay. Let's make sure these are all connected. So let's go to here. Color red. Okay. And now let's in out, color red. Okay. So it's active with signal. Let's see here. Let's get our conduit probe. I used it up. Okay. So emit storage. Alright, you guys should be running. Why are you not running? Signal color red. Alright, let's see. No. Alright. Let's see. Why are you guys not... active? Interesting. Oh, and this thing's storage. Is that what you're after? I guess that's what he's after. Okay. So he's building up power here. These guys are still running, which is part of it. And that's running. Okay. So this thing should light up when this guy runs low, I guess? I don't know. That's weird. Huh. Let's try moving him. And then let's place him on that connection. And I just want to see. Let's get a piece of redstone and look at this, because I actually didn't test this off camera. Which... Ow. Did they just all become hostile to me or something? Okay, so let's get a piece of redstone just to take a quick look at this. Alright, so let's go... some of this. I just want to see what this is doing here. Alright, so let's go over to here. Okay, so we are emitting redstone. Alright, so let's remove this. And then let's go to here. Let's go to here. Alright, so you are emitting redstone. And you guys are not running. Load in out color red. Right? Right. Alright, well let's test it over here then. Let's go... Okay, so you're active. Alright, then why aren't you powering these machines? So you're running and you're generating power. Alright, that's good. Interesting. Very interesting, actually. I don't know why this doesn't seem to be operating correctly. Huh. Let's take a look. Oops, that is not what I wanted to do. Oh, gosh. And you're still not running, even though you're active with signal. Interesting. Okay. So it has to be something then with how these conduits are working. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay. So, let me think about this for a few minutes. The other thing we can try, I guess, is just doing this with standard conduits, I guess. Alright, so let's do that. Let's yank these out, however. Do I have iron on me? Let's grab some more iron. Let's grab another 9 iron. Drop the rest of that. Nope, not what I want. Not what I want at all. I wanted redstone there. Alright, redstone. Alright, there we go. That should be a bit better. And that does cook up a fair bit faster. Sort that. Let's grab some more sand and chuck it in there. Because seriously, I just want to get myself a full stack of redstone. That's really what I'm after right now. A full stack of electrical steel just to use in the future. Alright, so. Oh, we got that energetic alloy finally. Good. That'll allow us to do one more thing. And speed this whole contraption up a little bit. And we go back to here. We plug this in. Oh, much better. Would you look at that? Alright. So now we don't have to wait an eternity to use anything. And boom. There we go. So what we can do now is we can craft ourselves some uninsulated conduits, I guess. Just some redstone conduit. And we'll see if that fixes the issue. If it does, then we know what our problem was, which is that for some reason the insulated stuff isn't connecting properly. Now the real question I have, though, is, will this stuff, we'll test it like this, will this stuff actually connect? And of course, I'm lacking the redstone to do that. Yay! Alright, so we'll go like that. It should be in this chest. Let's grab a piece of redstone. Let's see if the uninsulated is connecting to insulated and if it's actually working properly. Yes, it is. Okay, good. Goody, good, 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 good. Alright, so yank, yoink. And then over to here. Alright, so we have to get back here a bit. And go yoink, yoink, nope, yoink, and yoink. Okay. And we clipped an energy conduit right there. Okay. So now we go yoink, 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 yoink. Oh, I see what we did. Okay, hold one. Yoink, right? And then, haha, there we go. Alright. So now what'll happen, and if we open up this guy, we can set this. 75, stop when it's greater than 90. Okay. Or let's say, let's change this up to 50 and 80. So now what'll happen is if this thing is at 50% or higher, it'll run. If it gets up towards 80%, it'll shut down these generators, so we won't be wasting any coal coke. Alright? And because remember, coal coke's going to generate pretty slowly. The other thing we're producing, and yes, I'm rushing, the other thing we're producing there is creosote oil, and creosote oil is going to be very important to us in the future. For right now, we don't really have anything we can do with it. So what we're going to do instead is we're going to just make ourselves a barrel, or a drum rather, and we're just going to store the stuff in the drum, all right? Bedrockium drum. Interesting. Hoi, 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 hoi. That's a little expensive. Okay, so we just go like that, right? So we need 2 weighted pressure plates, right? Some of this stuff and some of this. Gets us some of this. And while we're at it, let's get ourselves some of this fluid conduit, all right? And we're actually going to use 50. Fluid viscosity? What does this take? Fused quartz. Do I have any fused quartz laying around? I do. Look at that. For once, I actually have what I need. So we'll just make the mid-tier because it's probably going to just be easier to do it this way. Make ourselves some pressurized fluid conduit. All right. So I know I'm a little over time, but we're just going to drop downstairs. We're going to sock this in, I think, in the back. No, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to do that and put that there. And then wrench this around to output, output, open this up. Oops. Always active, and always active. Okay. Creosote oil, 16 buckets. All right, that should drain out. That should be drained. There we go. So that'll be a nice little system. We can just drop coal in there and let it run, and it will cook it down and then send it to these guys. Once this thing has reached its max generation point, we should be fine. Okay. So none of these are active. Let's just check to make sure this thing isn't active. And it isn't. Look at that. Okay. And it's going to turn back on when the storage is greater than 80%. Let's set it to 85%, actually. I have to wait for it to get back down to 50. So let's set it to 70%. We should see that turn on. We can set it back to 50 now. It's a good way to kind of toggle your engine power, all right? And just make sure you're not wasting anything. So it's going to let it get up to 90%, and then it's going to shut it down. We're not really going to have a full capacitor bank unless, you know, this thing or these things kind of trickle charge it to the max. So anyways, guys, this has been Mr. Kassarian. I want to thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed this episode, give me a like, comment, subscription. If there's something you think I could do better, let me know. As always, guys, happy mining.